Okay, real quick here, I want to kind of get attendance mostly because there's people that's not here and I need to follow up with them. So you don't necessarily have to turn on your camera if you don't want to. All right, so let me share my screen then with you. I think I was able to check with everybody that you were able to access the website. Let me go to this. Okay, so again, I've shared with you that there is a practice test that you can do starting at 11 today if you want to. If you don't have time, then anytime it'll be recorded. The nice thing about it is when you got to the website today, there was no physics question, right? So this was just practicing getting to the site and seeing if you understand stuff. Understand there's three different ways you can upload an answer. I'm recommending the copy paste. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't like typing either, but I've talked to the people who made the test, and I think that's the way it's geared to be answered. I don't like that way. I wish I could just simply draw on a piece of paper and take a picture, which is, by the way, is another option. But I don't think the test wasn't designed for that. And so you can do it that way, but I think that way is going to be slower. So it's kind of like being it's somewhat of a penalty. By the way, if you are going to do it that way, let's say this is your test. I'm recommending the following. If you're going to do a picture, first of all, you should get some paper ahead of time, like 5 sheets of paper with your APID at the top, your name or your initials and stuff. But when you take the picture, I recommend that you use your camera and your computer because it's faster. Because if you use your cell phone to take a picture, you have to take a picture with your cell phone, then you got to send it to yourself through email, and then you got to open it up and save it, and then you got to upload it. It's too much time. Use your computer, but keep in mind this camera is not that great. So you want to be somewhat close. You got to make sure it's in there. You take your picture of it so it looks nice and clear. Don't be messing around, nice and clear. Notice I have it horizontally, but when you save it to your desktop, you need to rotate it so it's vertical because the graders are not going to take the time. I've already asked them that, and they're always cagey. The College Board is always cagey. They won't say yes, we will, or they won't say no, I should say. They won't say no, we won't, but they sure made it sound like you're taking a risk. And why take a risk when all you have to do is rotate it and save it that way? That's just my recommendation. I do not recommend taking pictures unless you're like, I have to draw force diagrams, I have to show equations to get that to answer, then okay. But you need to understand, I've talked to the people who made the test, and again, they're cagey. They won't say no, no. They'll just simply say, I recommend doing typing. So there it is. Um, what else? Oh, I sent you guys all an email about a study packet. And it's right outside door 1. If you go to school, there's 2 boxes there. You don't even have to go inside. Your box is over on the right-hand side. And I believe, if I remember right, yours are blue packets. And what they are questions that are similar to what you would see on the test on Monday. There's 3 questions. One is the long that we're just talking about, the 25 minutes and 5-minute upload. So what I would do is kind of practice it, get those 2 things ready, and just start typing. Time yourself for 25 minutes, see if you can do it. Or better yet, go onto that YouTube thing that I said is going to be recorded. Do it there. And practice, copy and paste. The next one, which is a short one, is supposed to be only 15 minutes and then 5-minute upload. So you have like maybe 18 minutes and a 2-minute copy paste kind of thing. And then I have one extra long if you wanted to practice another long. Then right behind them, I got the answers. I have my typed answers as an example. I'm not saying that's the only answers. I'm saying that's my answers. And then right below that, behind that, I have the scoring guidelines. So, and those scoring guidelines are based from the College Board. That's what they wrote up, and that's how they would be scored. So you could score mine. You might go, oh, Mr. Linfest, he wouldn't get a point for that. It's possible because I didn't score myself. I think my answers are good. And you could score yourself to see how you do. There's more than one way to get the answer. My answer isn't necessarily the only way. Also in that packet at the very back, I have an AP checklist. So there's an extra copy of that for you if you've already printed it out. I've also attached at the very back of that is the equation table. So if you've already printed that out, it's an extra copy of the equation table. So if I were you, I'd very carefully rip those off from the backside and have them ready for test day on Monday. So if you could please go to the school and pick up one of those packets. Once you pick up one of those packets, could you please also email me that says that you got a copy of it, and that way I know. All you have to say is I got the packet. That's all you have to say. Okay. Okay, so let me close that out. What else? What else is there? Okay, so this week we are going to take a momentum test quiz like quasi thing. And if you did well on last Wednesday, you should be fine on the thing. The truth is, though, I want to do practice today, and I don't know how much time we have, not a whole lot. And also on Wednesday, I thought we'd do a little bit of practice, and then for like homework would be the test, and you can do it. It'll be open up all night. Okay, so how much time we have? Let's see, 9:20, got 30. All right, what do I want to do? See, we only have about 10 minutes. All right, I tell you what, I think that's going to be it for today. We won't actually do any whiteboarding in worksheet 2 and 3. We'll just have to save that for Wednesday. We'll do some more whiteboarding. We'll get through as much as we can. And then as homework for Wednesday, you'll have the impulse momentum kind of test-like thing. And I don't know how many questions it'll be. It's definitely not going to be 100 points. I don't even know if it'll be 50 points. We'll see. I don't know. So anyway, any questions before we leave then? So, oh, I know I was going to mention this. I almost forgot. Mr. Schrammick would be so upset with me. I know some of you guys are in calculus, and you're hearing different things. In calculus, they're telling you to take pictures, and I'm telling you to type. Well, here's the reason why. The College Board is schizo. Evidently, the calculus, they're recommending that pictures are taken. And the truth is, I kind of wish ours were that way, but I'm telling you right now, I think if you take pictures for the physical one, I think you're not going to do very well. And here's the reason why. A lot of the questions they're going to ask you, if you go to school and get my practice packet, you'll see the questions they're going to say, explain. They're going to say, describe. And so you better be using some words to explain and to describe. If you want to put a few small equations in there, like use F net equals ma to solve for the acceleration, okay, but it's mostly going to be words that you are explaining things like due to the collision, momentum is conserved. You can then calculate the speed, and from that speed that you find that the kinetic energy is less, and so therefore when it travels, it won't go as far, something like that. It's mostly in words. In fact, did you hear how I said the word it? You don't want to say words like it, because imagine grading that. You'd be like, it, what's he talking about, it? You need to say like the dart won't go as far, something like that, whatever it is you're talking about. So be careful about that. That's why I wish we would have had more of a take a picture like calculus, but that's not what they're recommending. So just want you to be aware of that. That doesn't mean I'm saying in calculus don't do it. It's definitely recommended in calculus. So any questions on that? Okay, any concerns? Okay, don't forget to go into school sometime like today, tomorrow, to pick up one of those packets, and please email me afterwards. That's it. See ya. Bye. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Quick question.
Yes.
So can I pick up packets for like other people and deliver it to them?
Yep. That's fine. Yep.
Okay.
So
So I just
please,
like email you?
yeah, that would be great. Please don't take more than however, maybe email them first and say, hey, I'm going to get you a packet. Don't go grabbing extras, because I only made enough for everybody.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
Thanks.
good.
Appreciate it. Bye. Nate, you have questions, or is that it?